Happy holidays, everyone. We are the Lovewell Real Estate Team, and we're here to bring you your monthly market update of home sales and activity in the East Bay. We're going to be talking about November 2025. Those numbers were just released by our local real estate association, Bay East. And you have myself, Margaret Hanson, Louise Lovewell, and Katie
Hello.
Lovewell. Hi, guys. And Katie's going to be showing you what happened in November.
All right, so I'm going to start in the southern part of Alameda County with Fremont. And what we're seeing from most of the cities, except for Alameda, because it's always special, yay, is that the median prices have gone down, which is very normal for this time of year. Although, as Margaret astutely noted, most of the median sales prices compared to where they were last year are lower this year. And then another thing to point out is that, as is typical, inventory has greatly reduced. In the peak of this year, it was 130 for active. It's now 52, which compared to last year is actually more. But in general, it's very seasonal. People take a break from the holidays. They don't want to sell their house. So we do see inventory come down. All right, so that is Fremont. Next is Hayward, which actually Hayward doesn't quite have the same downturn as some of the other cities, but definitely seems to be flattening out in terms of median sales price and inventory also, again, lower from, good drop from October to November, although it's still higher than it was last year, which again, maybe because there's more inventory, more options. We definitely think overall people are not feeling as great with the economy these days. That could be a reason why overall we're just not seeing as much demand and price is not going for as high as they were a year ago, even with interest rates going down, because it's very interesting because they have gone down in September and they just went down again. So we'll see if that had any effect, but so far it hasn't. We see like a little boost actually in a lot of these cities. You'll see like a little boost from September to October, but then back down. So here we have San Leandro. Actives have gone down. Median price has gone down like other cities. Castro Valley didn't really have actually, unlike a lot of cities that had the little burst in September from October. It's just been gradually going down in price since it peaked in August. And like other cities, inventory is currently lower than it used to be, although pendings are still, well, anyways, higher than they were last year. But so we'll see. Maybe that'll turn around. But again, we are definitely in the slower time right now from through December until things typically start to pick back up in January. So moving into Oakland, we definitely also see the same trend with median prices going down, inventory actives going down, and just keep going. So let's go to Alameda, which again is always doing something a little different. It's just a very unique city. I can like it. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. And they're unlike everyone else that kind of went from the little peak in September to October, they just went up from August and they're still going up. So maybe that'll correct itself. And January might be a very good time, or just right now in January in Alameda. But of course, right now the trend seems like it's just going up. So probably Alameda buyers aren't feeling super great. But that's okay. I'm sure the sellers are, because unlike a lot of cities, which we pointed out that the median sales price was lower this November than it was last November. Alameda actually has a higher sales price, median sales price. So, all right, next city we have Berkeley, which again, like many others, median sales price is going down. Active inventory is down for, pretty significantly from the month before, but also normal for this time of year. And Lafayette, pretty similar, not as maybe as extreme as some of the other curves, but still we see a downward trend. Inventory going down for actives. Moving on to Pleasanton. Not again, maybe similar to Lafayette, not as big of a downturn, but definitely see prices going down a bit. And again, inventory is really decreased and probably will continue that way through until January. And Livermore, a much more steeper median sales price decrease. I apologize. I keep making these a little bit bigger. And then the actives are also down, but pendings remain about the same. So we'll see. Maybe it'll swing back. But right now, it definitely seems like it's not a great time to sell in most of these cities, unless you're in Alameda. But that's what the latest numbers are. And of course, as we see, a lot of these cities have like, then they drastically change. So who knows? It can definitely change the other way very fast. But right now, definitely seems like a good time for buyers in many cities with prices going down. So anything else, ladies, you would, oh, but Louise also had an observation about um, the bottom of the market though. So Louise, could you know you have a buyer who's looking right now?
So it's kind of it's an interesting thought. There was, I think, like I did like San Leandro, San Lorenzo, Castro Valley, Hayward, and I believe there was like 18 homes that were under 700. And of those three, I kind of picked three that I thought our clients would like. It was interesting. One on Haviland in Hayward actually is a short sale. This would be the fourth short sale that I have seen, and they actually had two lenders on it. So I don't know how tricky it will be to negotiate on that. Because, like Katie was saying, hopefully one lender will get paid in full. So it's really up to that second lender whether they're ready to walk away from it or whatever. And then there's one on Farnsworth that's a pending. Oh, no, no, not pending, sorry, a probate, and it needs court confirmation. And it's actually a 3 and 2 for 1190. And they said the highest offer they got right now is 689. So they didn't quite get their 695, which is kind of interesting. So I'm thinking maybe it needs work. And then the last one is in San Lorenzo and Via Cordova. And it was listed for 698. And they had 6 offers and they're trying to, I don't know, I think they're trying to get like somewhere around 789 or something like that. It's interesting, they said if they didn't get it, then they would take it off the market and add a second batch. I'm going, okay. So I don't know. But so that's kind of like what I would call like the kind of like the bottom thing. So it seems like the 700 is definitely the kind of the threshold for single family homes for those 4 cities. Something like that. So yeah, I guess it'll be interesting to see if come January, hopefully the floodwaters open and all kinds of new listings come up. Think that would be helpful for the buyers. Um, I guess the interest rates, maybe they're not going to change that much, so I don't know. Maybe we'll have to see if we can have our loan person, Bill Jarvis, come and talk to us either in January and February and see how things are. But it seems like they're hovering, at least according to that website I went today, between 6.1 and 6.5. So
Yeah, I guess
that's it.
okay. It really depends on what type of loan people are getting and whatnot. But yeah, definitely seems like there's a lot of competition at the bottom of the market for single family homes, although definitely less competition for condos and townhomes, which we've kind of seen all year. Margaret, I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to add in.
No, I think you ladies covered it. I mean, I'm very curious to see what happens in January, of course, both if anything happens with interest rates and just buyer activity. But we will be back to talk about that. I just want to wish everyone a happy holidays.
Yes. Happy holidays, everyone. We're right in the midst of it. So happy holidays, happy rest of December, and happy New Year come January.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.